now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. And gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem.
And a very good evening to you. We are very late getting on the air, but somehow we made it happen, and we appreciate you joining us here at Jordan Valley Ice Park in the Stan Melton Ice Arena. It is not our regular video feed. It's put together with some tape and a lot of nuts and bolts and screws, but we hope to get the regular feedback up for you. I'm Steve Casson along with Scott Lutzke doing the graphics and production, and Amari Johnson on camera for you. Thanks for tuning in. Missouri State, they're number 22. They've added 6 new players this season, including Blake Harper from the Division III team, 3 new forwards, 2 defensemen, and a goaltender. Harper joins the Division I team after 2 successful seasons in Division III. Harper had 7 goals each season to go with 17 and 20 assists respectively. The D3 Bears' best all-around defenseman strengthens an 8-player defensive core for Missouri State. Forward Gavin Henderson is a newcomer. He played with Seahawks hockey in the Eastern Hockey League Premier, had 10 goals, 21 assists in 3 seasons. Also adding is forward Landon Booth. He had a breakout season in the 21-22 season with the Bay State Bobcats in the NA3 HL, scoring 22 goals and 17 assists. Hunter Bolger has played with the St. Louis Junior Blues, averaging 25 points per season. He had 4 goals and 8 assists with the Minnesota Wilderness last season. Defenseman Tyler Lassiter comes from Purdue University Northwest, ACHA D1, notching an assist in his final game with the Lions. We'll go over the rest of the hockey club, and we'll go over the visiting Illinois State University Redbirds, who come in ranked at number 15. The Ice Bears get the first shot on goal, saved by Brendan Donovan. The rebound out in front, and Jacob Wheatop had to go underneath his stick. Puck to the far side boards. It's cleared. Not yet, though. The Ice Bears had it for a moment, but it does hop over a stick, and it's Will Baginski to carry it out. Will send it in. Baginski, a second time that he's played on the Ice Bears, took a year off. Shot comes in, it's deflected. Rebound out in front. Baginski with a drive, and it's moved into the corner. Taken away and cleared by Matt Garcia. He'll have it for the Redbirds. Send it over to the left side to Will Chicario, and it is taken away by the Ice Bears now. We are underway in the first period, and again, thanks for tuning in here as we have scrapped and pulled our hair out and got ourselves on the air. If I told you what happened, you wouldn't believe it. You think I'm bragging, but no, it's been tough this evening. Puck is cleared all the way down into the Missouri State zone. Andreas Zorn with it. 2 shots officially recorded for Missouri State. Puck to the near side. All the way around. Zorn is there trying to move it. The official tries to get out of the way. Puck is cleared back out to center. It's Sam Frederick. He'll shoot it right back in. Donovan watches it go behind his net. Flipped up and into the corner by Mason Perry out of Rosemont, Illinois. Puck cleared out. Here come the Redbirds. Jackson Graham sends it over to the right side. A good defensive stick work by the Ice Bears. Now a shot comes in and a save, and as The goaltender moved to the left side. The Ice Bears defense was able to clear it away. But cleared all the way down. That goaltender, Matt Griffin. Griffin last season 11-15-2, 3.18 goals against average and an .898 save percentage. Donovan watches the Ice Bears with it. That's Hunter Bolger. Bolger, the freshman out of St. Louis. One of the 6 new players the Ice Bears have. Shot inadvertently hit Daw, and the rebound is put into the pads of the goaltender, Donovan. Ice Bears with some pressure again. They drop it down low to McGowan. There's Matt McGowan swinging it over to the far side. Puck is cleared out to center and sent all the way down into the Ice Bears zone. Griffin is there, and he'll be able to successfully clear it into the corner. Now, do the Ice Bears get a chance to clear? They don't. But they have possession with 17:51 to go in the period. 3 shots officially. Again, thanks for tuning in, albeit late, but we're here. Puck tipped in. The Ice Bears go for a line change by McGowan. Sent down in low. Working it to the near side, and off of his stick is Parker Turch. Ice Bears steal. Puck comes in. Donovan with a save. Rebound to the far side. Cleared into the corner to Panos. Sent right up the side of the net, off of the shoulder of the goaltender, and the Ice Bears still with some pressure. They keep it in the zone. 16:35 to go in the period, and 4-1 are the shots now in favor of Missouri State. Puck cleared down. Here's Hofstetter. Sean Hofstetter for Missouri State out of Columbia, Illinois. Hofstetter last season was 4th in scoring, 8 goals, 16 assists for the Ice Bears. Now play in the Missouri State zone. Ice Bears trying to clear, not able to. They had possession momentarily. Now 15:57. Puck comes to the corner, and the Ice Bears still can't clear it. They lead in shots by a count of 4-1. And here they come on a 3-on-2. Oh, they're going to line change. So Illinois State has an opportunity here. Puck flipped down in. Grabbed by Mitchell Oberlag. Tries to break free. Gets out in front. Puck is not with him, though. Ice Bears have it. They bring it across the line. Wheatop drops it to Baginski. Baginski with a pass over to the corner to Jared Bratton that gets deflected up and out of the side, and the net moved, but it was not out of play. To give you an idea of where we are, our angle is kind of behind the net. We have been moved from our normal perch. The camera angle still is at center ice, but not us. Here is Wheatop with a drive in, save Donovan. Puck taken away and cleared, sent all the way down. Griffin will come out, flip it quickly. They tried to hit Bratton, but intercepted by Tony Campisi. Ice Bears tried to move it into the zone. It's Jason Kelly tried to box his man out. Now we come the other way. Tony Campisi. Campisi with it, looking to try to center it, but the Ice Bears do get at least enough to make the puck bounce, not to where they want it, and it results in a shot and a save by Griffin. 14:25 to go in the period. And no score, 5-3 are the shots. And again, folks, thanks for tuning in. We absolutely appreciate it. Not the way we wanted to start the season, but some quick thinking by my producer, Scott. I'm just worried about how we're going to get a camera, and he's just worried about getting everything going. And here we are. Cleared out to center, off a Zorn stick. And Mason Perry will send it back in. Ice Bears bring it across the line. Here is Terrence Josephson with a drive, and right on the doorstep was Landon Booth, but he could not get a stick down. We come the other way for Ethan Chesney, taken away by the Ice Bears. Bowling his way through is Landon Booth. He gets upended. We come the other way. Mike Slawinski. One hands it, centers it out in front, and the Ice Bears are there to break it up. Missouri State and Illinois State. This is the third straight year that the Ice Bears have opened against Illinois State, and the fifth time in 7 seasons that these teams have met in the opening game of the series. Well, you could call it the series, since it really is, but the opening game of the season. 5 of the last 7 times these two teams have met. Now we get an icing call. 13:02 to go in the period. And a no score. Icing will bring it back. Finish up with the newcomers for Missouri State. I mentioned that Tyler Lassiter came from Purdue University Northwest. Austin Gilbert is a goaltender. He comes from the Vernal Oilers of the USPHL Elite League. He had a 2.29 goals against average and a .926 save percentage in 9 games. As the Ice Bears finished at 15-15-2, ranked number 24. And they come in the preseason poll ranked number 22. 12:44 to go in the period. Puck down into the Missouri State zone, taken by Alex Mastis. Puck on the right side, drive by Garcia, sails into the corner. 6-3 are the shots now. Puck flipped off the boards. And here come the Ice Bears. They have a 3-on-3 into the zone, looking out in front. A good defensive play by Pavel Botkin. As right on the doorstep was Derek Cagle for Missouri State, and he swept the puck away. Ice Bears with a quick change. Now centering it out in front, a drive left side. Oh, what a save! As getting his pad out was Griffin on the left side drive. And Missouri State still has it a 0-0 game. And again, we want you to know we understand the video is not the best at this point, but this is the best we can do. We're trying to work on our video feed. They ran all brand new lines for us. They're supposed to work, but nothing's working on our end. So we hope to get it fixed. But until then, at least to get you some kind of video experience, I thought about just doing it the old way, the way we started, hence the reason for Web Sports Radio. We started on radio. No video whatsoever. Here's Garcia. Off the boards to Carson Hilt. Deflected up. Where is it? Swept away by Garcia. It stays in, though. 3 times Garcia tried to clear, couldn't do it. Into the corner now for Mason Kaspic. He sends it around. The Ice Bears are not able to keep it in the zone. Out to center ice. With 11:23 to go in the period. Ice Bears with a 2-on-4 into the zone. Bratton tried to center it through to right, and Levi Wright had it go off his stick. We come the other way. Mason Perry, right side, good in save. Rebound in front, and Griffin is there to get something on it, and we come out the other way with 11:03 to go in the period. Here is Tricasio. Puck sent down. We get an icing call. .10:49 to go in the period. .49 to go in the period, and 0-0 is the score. Trying to look for another headset. We might have Coach Dana Ford of Missouri State basketball join us. Oh, nice. We have another one. Okay, we are good. Perfect. Thanks, Scott. It must have fallen down. I didn't see it. Into the near side boards in the Redbird zone. Here's Bratton with it. Bratton to work it around. Puck to the corner. Will Baginski. We come the other way, though. Puck comes out to center ice. Ice Bears trying to work the puck. They do get it out to center. Here comes Bratton with Baginski. Bratton tried to get it through a couple of sticks and skates And the Ice Bears do keep it in with Cagle, sophomore out of St. Peter's. Puck across the line. Here's Joe Rassia. Puck bounds off the boards into the corner, worked out to center, sent all the way down. The officials say icing, and that's what it is. 9:42 to go in the period, and icing will bring it back into the Missouri State, into the ice. Once everything gets all set up and going the way we like it, we will show you our new digs. Face off in the Missouri State zone. Held in by the Redbirds, sent down by Parker Turch out of Fairview Heights, Illinois. Puck is grabbed by Missouri State. Defensively to be cleared by Brett Anderson. And it's out to center, although returned quickly and a delayed offside for the Redbirds. Now they have it to Chesney. He'll bring it across the line. Taken away by Missouri State and Kelly. Jason gets a shot off that's held onto by Brendan Donovan. Donovan, the goaltender, 6 foot 185 of Bloomington, Illinois. In 7 games last season, 3-1-1 with a 2.92 goals against average and a .908 save percentage. Terrence Josephson to take the draw. He tried to win it. Drove it down below the goal line. We're going to get the first penalty of the game. It's a cross check. And I got to get my scoring information. We're running around trying to get things going. Didn't grab a pen, didn't grab anything. Scott, I didn't see it. I'm trying to get as organized as I can here. But it's definitely a power play. I do not know what the penalty is. So Missouri State will go on the power play. The first penalty against the Redbirds, and this one is assessed to Logan Martinson. Now we get an Ice Bear down. That's McGowan in front. And he is not getting up. Let's see as they blow the whistle. And this is not good. He is holding his knee. Hopefully it is something that is not too serious. Oh, we have a break in the action. Give us a chance to get Dana Ford, the head coach of Missouri State basketball. And Coach, welcome.
Hey, how's it going? Great to see you guys.
Great to see you too. You know, now every year when you come on and you talk to us, the Ice Bears win. So
absolutely, we're undefeated, and it's always against my alma mater, Illinois State.
It is. So that's a good thing.
Yep.
Although what is not a good thing right now is Matt McGowan is getting helped off, and he is being taken to the locker room. That is not a good thing for Missouri State, as the Ice Bears only have 22 players on the roster. So let's talk about basketball. This leads into an interesting question. In basketball, there's 8 or 9 players on the roster. What happens if you have a lot of injuries? What do you do in that situation?
Well, it can take a projected great season and make it good, and a good season and make it average. But you know, on the norm, we do have about a 9-10 man rotation. We end up having about 13 scholarship guys, but you use a lot of red shirts. So staying healthy is a big key to being a good team.
Have you ever had a situation where, okay, maybe you couldn't play your 5 starters, or you didn't have really much of a bench?
Absolutely.
What did you do?
Yeah, so we shortened the game. You know, we played a lot slower, and we didn't practice as much and gave them way many more days off.
Basically just trying to hope that they can come back.
Absolutely, and keep them as fresh as possible, and hopefully get them to return to be full strength.
Saved by Donovan there, as right on the doorstep was Daw. every time the season gets ready to start, it's always a good time. But obviously during the off season, you're doing a lot of recruiting. You're trying to get people to come to Missouri State. I would think that right now you're such a well-known name that you don't have any problems recruiting, do you?
Well, recruiting has just come second nature, and we've got a great product here to sell from our facilities, our town, our history, our conference, and the fact that, you know, most years we're projected to be one of the top teams in the Valley, so recruiting has been definitely an easy job for us.
Ice Bears with possession in their own zone. Covering the puck, trying not to get it taken away is Jack Dapron, and then it is cleared out and down, although Hunter Bolger was right there with it, and the Ice Bears will bring it out of their own zone. 38 seconds left in the power play. Shot comes in, Donovan steers it aside, goes behind the net, worked around, sent to the corner. Can it be cleared by Bristock? And he does, sends it down. 24 seconds to go with the man advantage. I know that situations for you, well, I don't know, you're pretty much prepared, but has there ever been a situation where you're scrambling to the last minute to get everything ready and you don't even know, honestly, who you're going to have playing or what's going to happen? Have you been in a situation like that?
Well, you know, when we play in our conference tournament, we don't know who we're going to play until literally the night before the game. So that's a little bit of a scramble mode if you play a late game than an early game. But other than that, we normally have 48 hours to prepare.
Pakinski was preparing to give the Ice Bears the first goal, and it didn't work. It was saved by Donovan. Now down in low to Hofstetter. He'll try to work it around, banks it off the boards, gets it around Raska. It's cleared to the corner, held in. Ice Bears do keep it in with Foss. Make that 6:27 to go. Here is Wright with a drive in and a save by Donovan. These are our new digs. I know folks have not really had a chance to see them yet. What do you think?
Looks great. I see that they moved you around here this year. They put you over here in a nice skybox corner. Maybe you got a better view over here. You don't even have to turn your head to watch the game.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm getting used to it. It's not too bad.
I will say that Illinois State, they look like they're improved from last year. I mean, they look pretty competitive.
Well, last year they were ranked number 15.
Wow.
And they're still ranked number 15 in the preseason polls.
Okay.
So this is actually going to be a good thing for Missouri State. They can steal a couple of games. The Ice Bears are ranked 22 right now.
Wow.
So, and it's tough for Missouri State with the exception of the COVID year, which they canceled nationals. Last year was the only year in the past 5 seasons Missouri State has not made the national tournament.
Wow, that's awesome.
It was a little tough. Tough pill to swallow when you're right there and you just can't get over the hump. They finished 15-15-2 last season.
Oh, okay.
So we get an icing call here. Shots 10-7, no score here in the first period. So tell us about some of the players. I know a couple have left. This new transfer portal thing that they have going. So a couple have left, but who do you have coming in?
Well, we returned most of our guys this year, unlike last year. We've got Donovan Clay, our best player.
Yep.
He'll be back. Chance Moore will also be back. Austin Mason. We return about 4 starters, so that's an added bonus for us.
And that's got to be a boon, like you say, because you kind of now you know the offense, you know what you're going to do, you know you have the same players there, and it's just honing it in.
Continuity is huge, and you can't put a price on it. It helps with your chemistry. It helps with your preseason preparation. It helps with the accountability. It's just a great thing to have.
I know you like to come to the first game because really after this, it's go time.
Yeah.
This is the only time you have a chance to kind of relax.
Exactly, and I'm always excited when Stan invites me out because we're 1 week away from practice every time that I make my appearance, and I always like to do that first game anyway.
Yeah, I know Stan had invited you. He did not know that he would be in the hospital.
and I think that's how you have to look at it. And she has been. She's been amazing, and our kids have been amazing. It's been a crazy last 2 years. There's no doubt about that. I will say, don't anybody mention fireplace to me right now. That's a sore subject. No, everything happens for a reason. Everything's been great. I think as you get older, you kind of learn to deal with the hiccups and things that happen. And we've had some frustrations with the sale of our house, which I'm sure everybody who's been in that position's gone through. So you just kind of deal with it, take a deep breath, and again, like I said, you're going to go to the rink at some point in time, and everything will be fine. And thank God for FaceTime. I can FaceTime my boy every morning before he goes to school, and
that's good.
Obviously being close, it's easy to go back and forth, and once things get settled down a little bit. So we make it work. It's not easy all the time, but again, it's just part of another chapter in the book of adventures we've had.
Tom Winkler, head coach of Missouri State. The next time we talk, at least in a long-form interview, we'll talk about the first half of the season.
Okay.
And by that time, hopefully, it'll be as positive as you've wanted it to go.
It will be.
All right.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks for doing this. Tom Winkler, head coach of Missouri State. We'll take a break. More hockey coming up.
Hey, Springfield, are you ready for some hockey?
Here's Barrett.
Left side with a beeline on over to O'Brien. Back to Barrett. Score!
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Boy, that's annoying. We are back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. Thanks for tuning in. I know that there was no audio. The gremlins, the bugs, the cold, everything is affecting us right now, and we appreciate you tuning in, and hopefully this will be all ironed out. If you're just joining us, at least you're just joining to where you can hear me, Missouri State has added 6 new players this season, including Blake Harper from the Division III team, 3 forwards, 2 defensemen, and a goaltender. Harper joins the Division I team after 2 successful seasons with the Division III squad. Harper had 7 goals each season to go with 17 and 20 assists respectively. The Ice Bears' best all-around defenseman strengthens an 8-player defensive core. We'll talk about the new players that the Ice Bears have coming up. Missouri State, they finished the 22-23 season at 15-15-2, ranked number 24, and they missed qualifying for the Division I Nationals for the first time in 6 seasons. That's not counting the 2020 playoffs, which were canceled due to COVID. This time, Missouri State skates from the left to the right, and from the right to the left, it will be Illinois State. And quickly, the Ice Bears still give up the puck, and a drive in immediately by Joe Rasha is covered up by Matt Griffin. Starting goaltender Matt Griffin for Missouri State last season in 28 games, 11, 15, and 2. 3.18 goals against average, an .898 save percentage. It's Brendan Donovan who's in net for Illinois State. And Donovan, 3-1-1 in 7 games with a .292 goals against average and a .908 save percentage. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears are back to full strength. They are 0 for 2 on the power play. And Missouri State has yet to get anything going with the man advantage. Puck sent all the way down into the ISU zone, racing to make sure is Matt Garcia that it becomes an icing. But getting back to the players that Missouri State has added, including forward Gavin Henderson, played with Seahawks hockey in the Eastern Hockey League Premier. He had 10 goals and 21 assists in 3 seasons. Forward Landon Booth, a breakout season in 21-22 with the Bay State Bombcats. The Bobcats, that is. They are the Bomb, though. In the NA3HL, scoring 22 goals and 17 assists. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears have possession of the puck. They 3-on-2 it into the zone. Bratton tries to send it around to the near side, now to the far side. It's worked away, and it will be held in, though. Good play by Missouri State. Dropped down in low by the Ice Bears' Joey Bacardi. Missouri State will line change, and they keep the pressure on. No score here in the second period. I will tell you that we had Dana Ford, the head basketball coach for Missouri State basketball, and unfortunately no one got to hear that. We had a great interview together.
You may have to look at maybe putting the first period up on YouTube.
Well, the first period I don't think got recorded properly.
Oh yeah, it's recorded. Well, it may not be.
The audio may not have been recorded properly.
Yeah, that's true.
Either way, you kind of wish this was a preseason game. Although, when we did preseason, everything worked fine. Meanwhile, a score comes in as getting the puck in front. Let's see as he gets out of the crowd. It looks like it is going to be Tony Campisi who will get the first goal here in the second period. That'll be his first of the season. And it's 1-0 in favor of ISU, kind of what they did last season. This will come at 2:52 of the period. We'll catch the call from Kevin Thurl, the public address announcer. But here in the second, I think I said the first, it's 1-0 Illinois State.
Illinois State goal scored by number 18, Tony Campisi, assisted by number 10, Mitchell Oberlag. Time of that goal at 1:52 of the second period, scored by number 18, assisted by number 10.
Yeah, 1:52. I think I said 2:52. Here's a drive in, sailing wide of Griffin. Chesney is there to send it around, and the Ice Bears will have possession. It quieted this sold-out crowd here. This may be an icing call. Now they wave it off. In possession was Bolger. Puck comes right up the middle, a drive and a save as a shot was deflected right in front of the goaltender Donovan. 17:10 to go in the period. And a 1-0 lead. Campisi his first, Oberlag with the assist. Face off in the ISU zone. Here come the Redbirds. Botkin. He'll drive it down in low. Swung all the way to Mike Slawinski. He gets bowled over as the Ice Bears pile through. It's like number 13, Levi Wright, for the Ice Bears. Now Blake Harper comes in to poke it away. Ice Bears have possession right out in front. Can Anderson clear it? He does. Sends it out. It'll be recovered by Michael Ntoli. Off the boards and back into the Missouri State zone for Griffin, who says enough of this, he'll cover up. 16:32 to go in the period. I am Steve Casson. Thanks for tuning in, along with Scott Lutzke doing our graphics and production, and Amari Johnson on camera for you. And we have a great staff. Scott, first time we've had interns, and that's great. We'll talk more about them coming up.
Unfortunately, that doesn't help our video or our audio issues.
No, it doesn't. Reagan is doing our game day promotions and stuff on X or Twitter or whatever they call it now. And then Instagram is being handled by Nolan. So a lot more presence for Missouri State this year, hopefully. Or excuse me, for Web Sports Radio when it comes to Missouri State. Here's Garcia back behind the net, centering it up and off the stick of Slawinski, and he's got a chase all the way down. Britzlup with it. Off the boards, the Ice Bears try to poke it away. They do. Bacardi sends it up. Right side, here's Landon Booth with a drive, and it just passed the stick of Terrence Josephson. We come the other way. But the Ice Bears will regain possession. Flip it into the zone. we may have to replay the interview with Tom Winkler in the second period so folks can hear it and get an idea of just who Tom is and what his philosophy is. .15:08 to go in the period. Puck in the Missouri State zone. Here's Raymer. Drops it to Kelly. Trying to catch up is Booth, but Kelly had a little trouble with it. And now with some authority, Donovan clears it into the corner. Ice Bears with a change. Clayton Daw flips it off, but it's intercepted. Good board check by Sam Frederick. Allows the Ice Bears to catch up. Now they start throwing some bodies. Is getting knocked off the play was Panos. Garcia also got hit. Cleared into the corner. So Matt Garcia, who we were told is wearing 36, is now wearing 88. 14:14 to go in the period. Ice Bears try to steal. Hofstetter had it, but it's flipped back out, and ISU with a change. Anderson quickly leads it ahead off a Dawes stick, no icing. But nobody there for Missouri State to retrieve. 13:51 to go in the period. Ice Bears can't steal. Puck cleared in, Griffin will hold. Anderson makes sure of that. 13:43 to go in the period. And once again, thanks for joining us here, and thanks for dealing with all the gremlins that we have going on. Here's Harper from the D3 team. Now playing in his third season with Missouri State on the big squad. Puck is sent and flipped up and out of play. Harper last season had 7 goals and 20 assists. The season before that, when he was a freshman, he had 7 goals and 17 assists on the Division III squad. And he was literally the best all-around player for Missouri State, Division III. Levi Wright throws his weight around for the Ice Bears. Ross, can he clear it? He does. Here comes Evan Ross. Puck gets swiped away, and it's cleared back down to the ISU end. Redbirds retrieve in their own zone. Shots are still 13, make that 17-13 in favor of Missouri State. But on the scoreboard, the only goal right now, 152, Campisi, his first of the season. Puck flipped up into the glove of Griffin, and now we've got pushing and shoving in the corner. Wheatop is in there. Oberlag throws a punch, and we're going to get penalties. I think Oberlag's going to go for ISU, and is that the only one? I think so. So Wheatop kind of skated away, and Oberlag's going to go for rough. His second consecutive penalty. Missouri State with their third power play. And a chance to even the score here. Faceoff will come in the ISU zone. Illinois State, I mentioned, was ranked number 15 to start the season, a record of 28-7-2, one of the best in recent history for them. In fact, last season they were ranked as low as number 12, but in the preseason poll, they stay at number
10
15.
Mitchell Oberlag. 2 minutes for roughing at 7:18 of the second period. A 2-minute minor for roughing.
That is the call there from Kevin Thurl, the public address announcer. Well, we got one thing fixed, audio. Now we got to get video. Puck to the corner. After a deflection. Ice Bears on the power play. Bulger with it. Trying to work it around. Puck flipped to the high side. Raymer. Now the right side. Bulger with a drive in. Tipped in front. Save. Rebound off the back of the boards. And a second effort is deflected as right out in front was Anderson, the defenseman playing the forward. And the rebound is covered up by Donovan. Illinois State are 2-2 in season openers against the Ice Bears, since both teams have become Division I teams. They've won 2 at home. Missouri State has won 2 at home. Mentioned Tony Campisi with the goal. He was the leading scorer last season for Illinois State. 18 goals, 36 assists, 54 points, averaged about a point and a half a game. The Ice Bears have 48 seconds left on the power play. Straddling the line is Baginski. Shot by Bacardi deflected, more of a pass actually. Cagle whips it around. Now it comes right out in front on the doorstep. Save, rebound, loose. Here's Cagle. He shoots it, deflected in front. Ice Bears with a good option there. Now Cagle with another drive. It's deflected. Score! It's 1-1. That is a power play goal here in the second period. Missouri State, I believe it's Cagle. He got the shot, and the players reacted like it was his goal. So we will see if indeed it is given to him. And that would be the first goal of the season for Cagle. We'll catch the call from Kevin Thurl, but a power play goal has tied this game up for Missouri State. And the Ice Bears have it again. Bulger with a drive in, pad save, rebound. Bulger
Ice
picks it up.
Bears power play goal scored by number 5, Derek Cagle. Assisted by number 10, Will Baginski. And by number 15, Jared Bratton. Time of that goal at 8:56 of the second period. Scored on the power play by number 5. Assisted by number 10 and number 15.
The Ice Bears are 1 for 3 on the power play, and they needed that one. Anderson with a shovel pass to Booth. Left side, Booth takes another player out as he tried to skate through. That's Natoli. And we get a whistle. And things heating up now. 10:05 to go in the period. Apparently no penalties. Everything's good. Shots 24-14 in favor of Missouri State. Face-off won by Missouri State. Harper sends it all the way around. It hits something, stays behind the net, and the Redbirds are able to clear. But this will be another icing as Harper races to make sure. 9:51 to go in the period in a 1-1 game. 152, Campisi is first. 8:56 on the power play for Missouri State. That's Cagle, his first. And thank you so much for tuning in. Again, this is not optimal right now. It gives you a video feed, but we have to figure out the gremlins. Everything worked last week during a test run. The tests only go so far. Depends on who you're cheating off of. Here comes ISU across the line into the zone for Oberlag. Getting boxed out by Harper. Pushed into the corner. Up the right side. Drive in save by Griffin as Gritzuk got the shot off. I believe there are uniform numbers that are not matching up. We will get those verified for next game. Kaspic comes in with Slawinski, and Slawinski wins it for ISU. Raymer to the right side to Ross. Centered, and a backhander that missed right out in front by Ross. Up high, Bacardi, drive-in save, rebound loose. Not able to be picked up as the Ice Bears had a man right in front. That was Ross. Puck sent down, Kaspic to chase for Missouri State. Mason Kaspic. Last season for the Ice Bears, as we get an icing call here. Three goals, 10 assists in 30 games for him, averaged about a half a point a game. But of those three, 2 were a power play goal. 3 goals and 2 power plays. Face-off one taken by the Ice Bears. They keep it in the zone. Here is Wheatop with a drive. He gets deflected up high. Grabbed by ISU. Mastis with it. Raymer is there for Missouri State. Puts a little effort in, but the puck squirts free, and Bratton is there to clear it out to center. Chased by Wheatop. No icing. Jacob will have it for Missouri State. Waits for everyone to catch up. Bouncing puck up the middle. Intercepted and grabbed by Mastis. Left side. Drive in up high. Off the glass. Stays in play. Mastis skates through. He'll pick it up. Point shot, right side. That one's blocked as Martinson had it, and the Ice Bears will regroup and bring it in front of their own bench and in the zone. 7:35 to go in the period. Don't forget another game right after this. Division III. We'll have it for you. Game is scheduled to start at 9:45, and that will be on a separate feed. So once all of that is done, or all of this game is done, that is, and we sign off, give us a few, click to the next feed, and we'll have it for you. Division III action. And that will be Missouri State against East Texas Baptist. Yes, East Texas Baptist. ETBU, as they're called. 3rd season in existence for them. We get an icing call here. 6:52 to go in the period. An icing will bring it back into the ISU into the ice. Face-off one, Ice Bears win it. Kelly, second effort shot, drives it down below. Swung around by Booth. Landon Booth, make that the freshman out of Silex, Missouri. Ice Bears with 6 freshmen joining the team this year. Backhanded shot by John Panos is cleared out. Right along the line, the Ice Bears fight for possession, does Harper, and he'll send it right back in. Missouri State with possession down low, trying to set something up. They go to the point to Anderson. He shoots in. Blocked, bouncing puck out in front. Where is it? Not able to hold on to it was Booth. He's there on the doorstep. Puck to the corner. Chopped at and cleared all the way down. This will be an icing call. 24-14 of the shots. And they favor Missouri State. We're 1-1 on the scoreboard. Steve Casson along with Scott Lutzke on graphics, Amari Johnson on camera. Thanks for tuning in here. Face-off won and sent to the corner. Scott, maybe next stoppage we'll show everybody our digs. Maybe we don't want to. I don't know. It's a little messy back here. Well, cleared out to center. And across the Ice Bears line. Moved by Carson Hilt. Blocked by Raymer in front. Sent by right of Missouri State to the near side. McCarty, little low, slow that is, getting on the puck, and the Ice Bears. Kaspic is on his knees. He's able to clear to right. 2-on-2. Right with the drive in. Blockered away by Donovan. 5:02 to go in the period. These same two teams tomorrow, 6 p.m. Hopefully we will have it to you in full broadcast mode. Drive comes up off of the stick of the Ice Bears. Bratton right in front. Now Donovan will leave it for Natoli. Here across the line, Oberlag. Good blocks out there by Frederick. Stolen though. Drive up high, misses by Jacarcio. Now again a drive missing wide, this one by Campisi. Ice Bears bring it out with Bratton. Tried to one-hand it through. Off of his stick now to Cagle, past him. Ice Bears complete their change. Here's Baginski. Off of his stick, sent back down to the Missouri State zone. Shots 25-14 in favor of Missouri State in a 1-1 game. Bratton will pick it up across the line. Works it down low. Campisi for ISU, and for MSU, Missouri State, it's Cagle. .327 to go. Ice Bears right out in front, score! It was a loose puck. Oh, I hate that horn. It was a loose puck from behind the net. Sitting in front was Sean Hofstetter. He'll get their goal, and Missouri State has a 2-1 lead. Need to talk to somebody. That horn is annoying. But what is not is Missouri State.
Ice Bears goal scored by number 9, Sean Hofstetter. Assisted by number 91, Hunter Bolger. Time of that goal at 16:42 of the second period, scored by number 9, assisted by number 91. That's a Missouri State.
16:42 will be the time of the goal. Hofstetter, his first. Bolger with the assist, and here come the Ice Bears again. Racing in is Ross, and it goes off of his stick. Puck sent the other way, and a full sail change for Missouri State. Blast in, blocked by Kelly. The rebound out in front, and Griffin will hold on to it on the shot by Perry. Face-off will stay in the zone of Missouri State. It was Campisi first, then for Missouri State, Cagle and Hofstetter now, and it's a 2-1 game. Bacardi. Sent it past Booth, and then Perry will re-grab. Here comes Booth. Bacardi's pass. It did connect with Kelly, but flipped up and sent right back with 1:38 to go in the period. And again, we will go ahead and replay the interview with Tom Winkler, the head coach of Missouri State, because no one got to hear it. We did, not you. Here's Zorn. He falls down. Bacardi could not clear. Skating right through and able to keep it in was Carson Hilt. Comes right up the middle. Kelly with some help by Raymer, and they shovel it out to center ice. Full sail change for both teams. Oh, breaking free, left side. Coming in is Garcia, and it goes off of his stick as it was deflected into the corner. Now a potential shot in front by Tricarico is sent wide. .33 seconds remains. Back in the ISU zone. Redbirds trailing 2-1 as the Ice Bears have taken the lead. Opening night. 5th time in 7 years or seasons that these two teams have opened up, whether it be in Illinois or at Missouri State here in Springfield. That'll become a tradition now. Time runs out in the period. And it's a 2-1 game for Missouri State. Campisi gets the first goal at 1:52. On the power play, Cagle at 8:56. And then at 16:42, Hofstetter his first. Mulger with the assist. And Missouri State is 1 for 3 on the power play. And at this point, they have a 2-1 lead. Well, Scott, let's let everyone kind of see what we're doing. So that, of course, is our location area.
Let me make it visible.
Oh. So folks are not able to see that as of yet, is what you're saying?
No, it's just tiny in the middle there.
Oh, yeah. You don't want tiny, do you? Tiny's not a good thing.
I don't know why it's doing that. That's interesting. You can see me make it bigger while you're seeing it get bigger.
There you go.
This is one way to do it, I suppose. Anyway.
Oh, there you go. That's me.
Not very good lighting in here for
bad lighting
for our purposes, but
yeah, this is our makeshift broadcast situation at this point. Yeah, we've got junk. I don't know if you want to see our junk, but yeah.
Light's great over there.
Oh yeah, light's fantastic over there. We've got a lot of things that we're trying to test and trying to uncover and figure out. And we got the audio. We're good on the audio.
Finally.
Finally, yes. Now we got to get the video going. But we have a great videographer, Ann Amari,
who's using my cell phone currently for the
Really?
the feed.
Yeah.
Because our camera system that transmits the data from where our camera position is to this perch way over here doesn't seem to be working. So I threw some duct tape on my cell phone and taped it to the camera mount, and that's what we're doing.
I'm glad you're able to do that. Amari, we've got about 10 seconds. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Well, I appreciate your camera work. It's awesome.
I appreciate it. You know, it's like my second time, and I just love it.
Yeah, it's our second time too. Don't worry. It's all good. Well, I appreciate that, Amari. Thanks for doing this. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk to the head coach of Missouri State and Tom Winkler. You'll finally get to hear that interview.
Hey, Missouri! Barrel Bob here. I'm MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. I see a lot of distracted drivers in work zones not paying attention to the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. At 55 miles per hour, you could travel the length of a football field blindfolded. Don't take the chance. I want you and my friends working on the roads to get home safely. Please buckle up and put your phone down. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, the head coach of Missouri State and Tom Winkler by way of St. Louis and then Alabama and then all over the country, and finally back here in Springfield with the Missouri State Ice Bears. Tom, welcome.
Thank you, Steve. It's great to be here.
You've been all over. You've played. Well, you probably played and coached at the professional level. You were with the NCAA Lindenwood for a season, and now you've made your way over here to Missouri State. So the folks want to know what made you decide. I know obviously you were approached when there was an opening available, but what made you decide Missouri State?
Well, everything comes down to timing and the opportunity to take over a program and be the head coach again and take a lot of the lessons that I've learned over the last many years and work with a group of young men that are excited to go out and compete. And it's just the history here has been fantastic, and I think there's so much untapped potential with this team that just all those factors together made it very entertaining. And obviously it's been a great fit, and excited to be here and get going.
So 25, 22 as far as up front players. That's some people can say, well, that's a little short. There a reason for it? We
were supposed to have 26, and a player that was supposed to come had there was a tragedy basically within his family that derailed him from coming this season. So we were going to have 26. 25 is a very workable number. Obviously we need to stay healthy and we need to compete. We need to battle. But one of the things too that's been really great about this group is just their willingness to learn. They've been very coachable to this point. And there's competition amongst the guys every day to be in the lineup. We obviously are going to have tough decisions on opening night and thereafter. And honestly, that's what you want. You don't want them to be easy. So I think it's a great number. It's a very workable number. And again, if something does happen, it's an opportunity for somebody else to step up and get more ice time and prove that they should be in the lineup more, whatever the case may be. So again, it's the attitude and the work ethic of these guys to this point has been tremendous, and I think we're all excited to get back on the ice and get going and see where we shake out against a very good team this first weekend against Illinois State.
This year, it's a team that normally would have 2 goalies. You have 3. Yes, you got a freshman in Austin Gilbert, but that's got to help kind of maybe push your other 2 to kind of still play at the top of their game, even though they probably still were as a duo, but now they're a trio.
Yeah, well, absolutely. That was actually one of the first things that I said when I came in, is that we're going to carry 3 goalies. The big thing is internal competition. That's number 1. There needs to be competition, those guys pushing each other Monday through Thursday, which they've done. They get along very well, and they work hard, and even though they are competing for playing time against each other, they push each other, and when a guy makes a good save in practice or whatnot, there's a support. So that's what you want. But the other side of the coin is if you only have 2 and an injury does happen, then you're in a tough situation, as far as this isn't like junior hockey or pro hockey or whatever the case is, where you can bring in another guy until your player's healthy. I mean, you set your roster at the beginning of the semester and you're set with it. So, those 2 are the main reasons: internal competition, and then obviously being prepared in case, God forbid, but somebody were to get hurt.
You came in with a philosophy. You came in with an idea. You obviously had to present that before you got hired as Missouri State's head coach. Can you share with us just a little bit of what that is and what you hope to accomplish as a coach this year?
Yeah, well, obviously, it's kind of a two-part question. Is how we want to play. Is we want to be a team that plays fast, that dictates play physically, pace-wise, puck movement-wise. The best way to win is to have the puck. So obviously, we want to defend hard. We want to win battles quickly and transition and. We kind of break it down into 3 zones. The defensive zone's the work zone, the neutral zone's the speed zone, and the offensive zone is the fun zone. So it's a matter of doing what you got to do in the work zone to build up speed through the speed zone. And then once the guys are in the offensive zone, we have some things that we like to run and things that we like to do. But these kids have skill. They can make plays. We don't want to limit that ability, but we do have a good structure defensively. So again, I want them to play. I want them to use their natural abilities. I don't want them to overthink, but they also have to be aware and know what to do when they don't have the puck. Obviously every team that starts out, your goal is to get to the national tournament and win the last game of the season. That's, I don't think I've ever met a coach or a program that doesn't have that goal. So that's the ultimate goal, but we have to break it down into several levels and several steps. And, you start off the first week of training camp and you're building your character level. You're finding out where, the integrity is and where the commitment level is and all those things. And once you check off those boxes, then you start working on practice details. If you're sloppy in practice, you're going to be sloppy in games. So we have to make sure we're disciplined. We can't spend a third of a game in the penalty box. So all these things, they become boxes you check off and steps you start moving up to get to where you want to be at. And then it progresses to, you want to have a winning home record. You got to have a winning road record. Obviously, we don't have a traditional, NHL-style playoff, so home ice doesn't become a factor. But ultimately, you want to have the higher seed. So when you do get to the postseason, you have the advantage of being the home team more for last change and little sure. Dynamic things like that.
This is a team that has changed hands a little bit, and you had a hand in recruiting a few players that you've wanted. What is your ultimate goal? Obviously, we talk about playoffs, but is there maybe a type of team that through recruiting or whatnot that you want to kind of establish?
Well, I think it comes down to creating your culture and your identity. Again, if you start checking off the character boxes and those intangible things and having guys be good teammates and respectful and taking care of the arena and all the places we go, and you start to build that up, then it becomes really focusing on the style of play that you want. And the way the game is now, the way it's officiated and things like that, it's opened up quite a bit. So you build your team based on speed. Obviously you need goaltenders that can win you games. You need defensemen that can not only defend hard and be hard to play against, but they have to move the puck. And then obviously you got to have forwards that are responsible defensively, but can create red line in on the offensive side of things. So, it's just kind of taking the time to establish that identity and building that philosophy that we want teams to have to adjust to us. Obviously, we do our pre-scouts and prepare with what teams are going to do, but we want to get to the situation where teams have to worry about us and focus on us.
You, as a St. Louis native, played with CBC, Christian Brothers College. You played at Norwich University. You spent time, as I mentioned before, with the Lindenwood Lions. Rick Zombo is a head coach there. You previously worked with the Huntsville Havoc of the SPHL. You've done player development. You're kind of an all-around kind of coach, and you've seen that, especially when you served as GM with several teams, including the Junior Blues, Hampton Road Whalers. I mean, you're kind of thrown into that here at Missouri State because we are not considered a team that is part of the university, so our management structure is on our own. You kind of got thrown into that. So far, so good.
Yeah, well, it's been fantastic. Obviously, spending a lot of time in the community and getting to know people and establishing relationships, and in building partnerships. Obviously we all know that the team is self-funded by players and sponsors and partners, and a big part of that is building relationships, and I enjoy doing that. I enjoy getting out and meeting people. I don't believe I'm a salesman, but I guess I have to be to a certain degree, and I also believe a big part of that is when you're building these relationships, it has to be a two-way street. People are investing time, money, energy in us, that we've got to make sure that we're providing them what their expectations are. So it is a two-part deal where you're spending time doing that, and then you're also recruiting and building a team and doing all the things that we need to do on the ice. So it's, I have worn those multiple hats, and I've enjoyed it everywhere I've been. And again, it's just, it's easy. I say it's not really a salesman thing, but it's easy to sell and promote something that you truly believe in and you love it. And, I'm very passionate about it. And I've been very lucky. I say this quite often, that I've never really had to have a real job. The ice rink is my office, and I love it. And again, it's just, I've been very fortunate, great support from family, friends, and organizations, and it's just, I'm very, very fortunate. And again, that fuels the enthusiasm to keep going. And you don't have a bad day when you're going to the rink at some point in time.
I was going to mention that too, as far as support goes, because your wife's a real trooper in all of this. You moved from the Huntsville area and kind of had to camp on sofas for a little bit there until you get things established here in Springfield.
Yeah, it's everything's an adventure, and I think that's how you have to look at it. And she's been amazing, and our kids have been amazing. It's been a crazy last 2 years. There's no doubt about that. I will say, don't anybody mention fireplace to me right now. That's a sore subject. But everything happens for a reason. Everything's been great. I think as you get older, you kind of learn to deal with the hiccups and things that happen. And we've had some frustrations with the sale of our house, which I'm sure everybody who's been in that position's gone through. So you just kind of deal with it, take a deep breath. And again, like I said, you're going to go to the rink at some point in time, and everything will be fine. And thank God for FaceTime. I can FaceTime my boy every morning before he goes to school, and
that's good.
Obviously being close, it's easy to go back and forth, and once things get settled down a little bit, so we make it work. It's not easy all the time, but again, it's just part of another chapter in the book of adventures we've had.
Tom Winkler, head coach of Missouri State. The next time we talk, at least in a long-form interview, we'll talk about the first half of the season.
Okay.
And by that time, hopefully, it'll be as positive as you've wanted it to go.
It will be.
All right.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you for doing this. Tom Winkler, head coach of Missouri State. We'll take a break. More hockey coming up.
Pearson Kelly Office Products presents
Great Moments in Office Technology.
When Julie gets bored at work, she writes funny captions to pictures of animals she found online. Then she realized she could send all of her pictures in one gigantic message to her coworkers. At that moment, Julie created Junk Email. Now, employees can enjoy their days watching auto-tuned sneezing pandas. There are plenty of ways to waste your company's money. Your copier shouldn't be one of them. Pearson Kelly Office Products. Business made simple.
We are back at a noisy, rocking Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena, for the opening game of the season of 23-24, right? Yeah, that's it. 23-24. I was thinking about 22-23, where Missouri State finished number 22, Illinois State number 15. And here we are in period number 3. The Ice Bears will skate from the left to the right, Redbirds from the right to the left, and they quickly do have possession of it. Logan Martinson sends it up to Jackson Graham. Off of his stick, and it'll connect into the far corner. Sent around by Garcia. He gets a shot off the side of the net. Intercepted by Missouri State. They lead 2-1. Goals by Cagle and Hofstetter. Cagle was on the power play. Campisi, the only goal scorer for ISU, as Martinson touches up. We'll have an icing call. 19:21 to go in this period, and don't forget, there will be another game right after this. It will be Missouri State's Division III squad. That starts at 9:45. That may give us some time to kind of regroup a little bit. Although with all these consecutive icings here, I don't know. 19:10 to go in the period. .26-18 are the shots. Play sent back down to the Missouri State zone for another icing here. 19, make that 18, 57 to go in the period. Face off in the ISU zone to the left of Donovan as he sees it right as you look at it. Puck shot in, tipped right in front by Josephson, and Donovan makes the save. Icebreakers want to increase their lead here. They have a 2-1 advantage. Frederick with a drive-in save, rebound. Kelly was there, but on the doorstep was Martinson to clear. Before he got hit, Ethan Chesney with a drive-in. Steered aside by Griffin. So a 2-1 lead. And if you've noticed the Andes sign with what looks like bear paws going through it, if the Ice Bears score 5 goals, fans get a $1 Andes frozen custard. Missouri State has done that twice in a game, but no, you only get 1. First question somebody asked when Missouri State had scored 10 goals is, do you get 2 Andes? I mean, technically you can. I guess it's good per ticket, but if you have 2 tickets, then you can probably get 2. 17:38 to go in this period. Opening night of the Missouri State hockey season. Puck sails in, right up the middle. Ice Bears have it, they clear, but this will be another icing. Mentioned the Ice Bears with some new players, including Gavin Henderson, forward, played at the Eastern Hockey League Premier with the Seahawks, had 10 goals, 21 assists in 3 seasons. Landon Booth, breakout season in 21-22 with the Bay State Bobcats in the NA3HL, 22 goals, 17 assists. Hunter Bolger played with the St. Louis Junior Blues, averaged about 25 points per season. He had 4 goals and 8 assists with the Minnesota Wilderness last season. And defenseman Tyler Lassiter. He's the only player that comes from Purdue, or from an ACHA team, that is, and that's Purdue University Northwest. So if he scores tonight, we get a hand pass here. Play is called because of a hand pass, but if he scores tonight, then technically it would be a 2-game point scoring streak. Austin Gilbert, the goaltender, comes from the Vernal Oilers of the USPHL Elite League, had a 2.29 goals against average and a .926 save percentage in 9 games. And you know about Illinois State's Tony Capizzi. He got the first goal of the game. He finished last season with 18 goals, 36 assists, 54 points, averaged about a point and a half a game. And their third leading scorer, Mitchell Oberlag, who has 2 penalties in today's game, he's also back. 17 goals, 25 assists, including 2 against the Ice Bears last season, along with 6 power play goals that he had. So now it's 16:45. The puck is frozen by Griffin, who will hold on. Shot still in favor of Missouri State, 27-19, and this is a packed crowd once again. False face-off. I guess we'll do it once again. Coming in for the Ice Bears is Mason Kaspic, and he tries to win it from Slowinski. Ice Bears cannot clear. Slowinski into the corner. Slowinski still with it. Still trying to work the puck. Goes behind the net to Pavel Botkin. Good pressure by the Redbirds. Puck off the side of the net, right out in front, off the stick of Botkin. Chipped back down by Gritzuk. And the Ice Bears intercept. 16:02 to go in the period. Puck is cleared and sent down on a line change for Missouri State. Puck at the line. Good forechecking pressure by Missouri State. The Ice Bears, Baginski falls down as he's able to get it ahead, and Missouri State with possession. Ice Bears lose it at the line. Now across the line of the Ice Bears is Chesney with a drive in, and Griffin will make the save. The gap in shots is now closing. 27-21 in favor of Missouri State. Here's a shot down the middle by Chesney. Ethan. Left side again to Matt Garcia. Swings it around off the back of the boards. Gets it to Chesney again. Off his stick. Cleared out to center. Chased down by Jackson Graham. Swung over to the left side. Working in is Chesney again. Looking for a pass out in front with a drive. That one by Campisi and a good save by Griffin. Ice Bears looking to break. Good pocket pick by Wheatop. Now an Ice Bear gets up into that's Bratton and no penalty. And then Bratton gets hooked again and no penalty, and the play continues. Bratton says enough of this, he's going to the bench, he's done. And then he actually tripped someone when he was going off. That was Oberlag, and the officials let that one go. Now without a stick is Cagle. He's looking at the officials saying, I didn't push it out of my hands, it was pulled out of my hands. He's got his stick back and the puck is cleared all the way down to the Missouri State end. Delayed offside is what it would have been, but the Ice Bears will be able to have a little bit of possession time before it gets moved out. And here they come. Missouri State 3-on-2 into the zone. Shot by Harper, sails wide. Rebound. Off to the far side to Booth, but stepping in front of him is Oberlag. Can he clear? Well, he couldn't, but the puck comes to Garcia, and he'll send it all the way down for good measure. Tip, no icing. 14 minutes to go in the period. 2-1 Missouri State. Ice Bears ranked number 22. Redbirds ranked number 15 in the preseason poll. So this will help Missouri State. Shot comes in and deflected away, and defensively it's cleared. This should not be an icing call. But the officials say yes. 13:41 to go in the period. Icing will bring it back. And again, that shot gap has narrowed once again. It's 27-24 in favor of Illinois State, or make that in favor of Missouri State. Ball's face off, we'll do it again. Face off to the right of Griffin, left as everyone looks at it. And once again, if you're tuning in late, we apologize. It's been all sorts of heck just trying to get this broadcast on the air. We have it, we just don't have proper video. We finally got audio fixed. Funny thing is, we did a test run last week, everything perfect. Turn the computer off, turn it back on, and nothing works. Here's a drive that comes in, saved by Griffin, then the rebound is covered up as Tricarico was able to get the shot off. So 13:08 to go in this period. Face off to the right of Griffin. And a 2-1 lead for Missouri State. Campese got the first one at 1:52 of the second. Cagle on the power play for Missouri State at 8:56, and then at 16:42, it was Hofstetter getting his first. Missouri State without several players. And we'll go over some of the players that are missing. Also keep in mind that Matt McGowan left in the first period. He was helped off the ice. Talked to head coach Tom Winkler about that, and he had mentioned that he still doesn't know. I mean, it's not a doctor situation that they're taking him to the hospital, but it's a situation where he's not able to put any weight on his foot. So that could be considered a good thing, but we'll know more tomorrow. Puck out to center, and the Ice Bears with a touch pass to Kaspic. He'll get the puck back. He was going for a line change, but he'll have to stay in the play now. Griffin off the boards to Kaspic. Out to center to Ross. Across the line. Here comes Ross, pushed away by Martinson of ISU. Redbirds with some pressure. Donovan watches it behind his net with 11:42 to go in a 2-1 game. Campese to poke through. Chesney is there for ISU. It's right for Missouri State. Sent over by Ross. It's out. Too far for Harper's stick and back down to the Missouri State end. Puck flipped off the boards out to center and shot right back in by Garcia. Delayed offside. Cleared by the Redbirds. Here come the Ice Bears with Kaspic. Missouri State on a chance, and in too soon was Levi Wright. It'll be an offside. 11:03 to go in the period, 2-1 Missouri State. And again, the gap on shots closing 27-25 in favor of Missouri State. Face-off will come down just to the Ice Bears line. Here come the Ice Bears across the left side. Oh, what a move and a shot save as Bratton waited for the defense to slide by, got the shot off. It was going to the upper right-hand corner, and Donovan made the save. The puck came right out in front of him, but the Ice Bears could not pounce on it. Icing called here. But again, if you're just joining us, once again, we apologize for the video that is not the best at this point. Our main camera feed is not working. All new lines run in as they moved our camera location. We had all new lines put in, everything going, and nothing works.
Not the camera location, our location.
Yeah, our location. What did I say? Yeah, our location has moved. We come the other way after a couple of saves. Here come the Ice Bears. Getting stick on the hand was Baginski. We're going to get a penalty. It's going to be a delayed call. Ice Bears with possession. Baginski, he shoots, and a save by Donovan. Delayed call. Ice Bears get the goaltender out, and Missouri State on a slashing call will have a chance to take a 3-1 lead, but let's see if there's any more. So far, no harm, no foul, but the only penalty is going to be assessed to Chesney. Fourth power play for Missouri State. Last season, Missouri State was 27.4%. 34 for 124. Let's see what they do here. Shot in, deflected wide as it came off the stick of the Ice Bears. Bolger from the right side. Now left side drive. Oh, what a save. Left side drive by Raymer was pegging the right corner. And Donovan comes up with really the save of the game, if you want to call it that. Two to one in favor of Missouri State. And if it's not for Donovan, it could be 3. The Ice Bears do have a power play goal. That was the first goal the Ice Bears scored by Cagle.
Number 29, Ethan Chesney. 2 minutes for slashing at the 10-minute mark of the third period. A 2-minute minor for slashing.
Ice Bears work it again, 127. Raymer shoots, tipped up high. That was Anderson out in front. Now Anderson again. To the right side, Bolger, drive in, save, rebound, cleared. Raymer with it. Here is a shot that is tipped again by Anderson. Dahl got the initial. Worked around, can Perry clear? No. Ice Bears with a triple team. But Perry still for ISU holds the puck. Now Hofstetter centers it up, there's nobody there except for a Redbird, and Slawinski is able to get it out to center. Ice Bears had it for a moment. Stolen. Graham will grab it.
Certainly no shortage of opportunities in that drive.
No, Ice Bears getting everybody in front, including Anderson, for tips, and it wasn't working. Here they come again. Baginski wearing his new number 10 this season. Bolger. He waits with 27 seconds. Shot blocked, but it makes its way down to Bratton. And working around the corner. Wheatop. He looks up top, but instead it goes down below. Here's Bratton in front. Bolger drive, save in. It was tipped by Wheatop. It was tipped away from Wheatop, is what I meant to say, by Gritzik. And it's cleared. 6 seconds to go. And that will do it for the power play. Missouri State is 25%. They are 1 for 4 on the man advantage. Here they come across the line. Here's Bratton, centered it, nobody there. Late getting to the play was Cagle. Now to Kaspic. Up high on his knees. Kaspic still with it, chipped away from him on a good play by Joe Raska, and it's sent out to center ice. Ice Bears having it again. They bring it across to Cagle. Now a backhander misses. It's actually stopped by Donovan, who deflected it up out in front, and now Donovan on a shot from the left side by the Ice Bears' Joey Bacardi as he'll cover up. 7:27 to go in the period, and a 2-1 lead in favor of Missouri State. Campisi at 1:52 of the second. Cagle at 8:56 of the second. And also of the second period to make it a 2-1 lead. At 16:42, Hofstetter, of course, all players getting their first goal of the season. Ross looking for a shot in front, but it gets deflected right to Donovan, and he'll hold on. Brendan Donovan only played 7 games last season, 3-1-1, but a .292 goals against average and a .908 save percentage. Last season, they had 4 players averaging over a point a game. Campisi, Trevor Hilt, Oberlag, Rasa, and now we get the puck deflected out of play, so we'll start this from the Missouri State end of the ice. 7:07 to go in a 2-1 contest. Steve Casson, Scott Lutzke, and Amari Johnson. Amari, I see you rocking out over there.
Oh, yes.
Good stuff?
Very good.
Is country your favorite music, or?
Nah, but when I hear it, it's a good jam.
There you go. Good jam. I like that. Let's see if the Ice Bears can jam another one home. Worst lead in hockey, 2-1. 31-26 of the shots in favor of Missouri State. Puck is flipped to the corner in front of the Andes side and the Missouri State bench and flipped all the way around. 6:34 to go in the period. Missouri State a little slow to get started as they gave up the first goal of the game. Line change for both teams. Puck along the left side on a drive in by Perry is deflected away. Far side now, and here comes Griffin to cover up the puck. Missouri State, after this weekend, they will be on the road at the University of Alabama for a couple of games. That on September 22nd and 23rd. And then right back at home here against Colorado State, October 6th and 7th. For Illinois State, they will be hosting Maryville next weekend, and then the University of Mary on the following weekend. Face-off will take place at center ice. Play comes in. Here is Tiacario, and he scores. Or Tricarico, I believe. He gets the goal. It's a 2-2 hockey game.
Not a lot of time to answer.
Not really. 5:33 to go here in the third period. So this one coming at 14:28 for ISU.
Actually, I think the worst lead in hockey is a 2-2 tie.
Yeah, 2-2 tie is the worst lead in hockey right now. Puck comes all the way down. Icing will be the call. Probably trying to get the correct pronunciation. I think it's Tricarico. We had so much to do earlier just to get on the air that I did not get a chance to talk to the coaches at all. But rest assured, we will talk to them tomorrow. Two-two game in what looked like we were going to see some quick action. Still no call.
Illinois State goal scored by number 12, Will Tricarico, assisted by number 15, Michael Natoli, and number 36, Matt Garcia. Time of that goal at 14:27 of the third period.
Meanwhile, and it always happens, every time we listen to the PA feed, a goal gets scored. And Garcia looks like he got this one. But that always happens. We'll catch this one too and hope that nothing like that happens again. But now Missouri State playing catch up. It's 3-2.
Illinois State goal scored by number 10, Mitchell Oberlag, assisted by number 36, Matt Garcia. Time of that goal at 15:03 of the third period, scored by number 10, assisted by number 36.
So if you do your math, that's 31 seconds later. 2 goals in 31. Now the Ice Bears have 4:17 with which they need to try to score here. Tie this up. And we might get a penalty. No, we don't. Officials say play on. 4:05 to go in the period. And 31 seconds apart, goals by Tricarico and Oberlang. Line change for ISU. Puck flip back down to the ISU zone. Donovan directing traffic. Garcia flipped to the far side. Ice Bears hold it in. Dropped down by Bulger. Worked around and Bulger keeps it in. Flipping puck, stays in the zone, but it will be a whistle for a hand pass. Faceoff stays in the ISU zone. 3:25, still plenty of time, but the worst lead in hockey, a 3-2 game.
3-2 deficit.
Deficit, yes. Cagle right out in front of Bratton, off of his stick. Here comes Tricarico. Up behind the net, into the corner. Baginski, he gets pushed and takes a man down. That's Oberlag. Natoli is there. Can he grab? Yes. And ISU will bring the puck out. Comes across the line. Into the Ice Bear zone. Plenty of room. Drive missing high. That one by Campisi. Left side again to Perry. To the corner, and Ice Bears have it. Tipped to Bulger. He gets it chopped away from Chesney. Flipped up and it hits the netting. So that's a good thing because it'll stay in the zone. .226 to go. Once again, these same two teams tomorrow. 6 o'clock Central Time.
Maybe with a better camera.
I hope with a better camera. I am dumbfounded as to why things will not work. Shot missed up high. Hofstetter lets it go. A drive sails up over the net by Bacardi. Now Bulger. Right through the crease. Here's a shot that misses wide from the left side by Bacardi. Oh, and Bulger is there to give it to Raymer, and it's swept out to center ice, and Raymer, he was cutting to the middle. Ice Bears looking a little out of sorts here. Here's Daw, has some room. Daw in front, he shoots, and he just missed wide. Up over the pad, but past the glove, and a shot from the left side, or right side. Left as the goaltender looks at it, Raymer's right. And Donovan will hold on with 1:47 to go. We'll look and see when the Ice Bears do, or if they do, pull the goaltender. And it looks like Missouri State's going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back. Ice Bears trail by 1:47 to go in the third.
This is Barrel Bob, MoDOT's Work Zone spokesbarrel. You'll be seeing more of me as the weather warms up. Crews will be working on our roads. That means lanes will be closed for construction and maintenance work on our highways. As you approach a work zone, please don't drive distracted. You need to pay attention. I want you and my friends working on the roads to all get home safely. Remember, buckle up and put down your phone. A message from the Missouri Department of Transportation.
When the work's all done and sunset love, pull out the fiddle.
Well, they were playing the song that they normally play in the third period. And they shut it off on me. Nothing's working tonight. It sounds like we're unprepared, but we're not. If everybody knew. Yeah, I know. It's almost too annoying to be talking about it anymore. Bottom line is we'll get everything straightened out. Ice Bears with 6 on the ice. They pulled the goaltender with 1:47 remaining. Missouri State 25% on the power play. Although this is not a power play, it is a man advantage per se with the goaltender pulled. And now we have another face-off that is inadvertently dropped. The officials did not know where the puck was. They come all the way down to the Missouri State end to get it. And they're going to ask the clock operator to reset the clock to 1:47. Either that or hold the clock. That's most likely what they'll do. Puck one. Ice Bears without possession. It's held in now on the line, right through. Bolger. Empty net. Bolger with it. He'll drop it down low to Wheatup. Ice Bears trail by one, looking to tie it up. Bolger, left side. Bolger to the left circle, down in low as it goes off of the stick of Bratton. It's cleared. This may be an icing call, and it is. With 1:19, or is it 1:18 to go? Let's see what you have, Scott. 1:18. Yep, that's what I thought. Another face-off, right face-off circle. And this time, Illinois State takes a timeout. We'll take another break. We'll be right back. 3-2, Missouri State trails.
Tri-Lakes Marine has upped its game. Not only is Tri-Lakes Marine the largest Yamaha outboard dealer in the state with G3 aluminum fishing boats and a full lineup of Suncatcher pontoon boats, Tri-Lakes is now the area's newest and largest Bennington dealer. Bennington pontoons are the pinnacle of luxury pontoon boats, and Tri-Lakes Marine has several models in stock. If you're ready to up your game on the lake, stop by Tri-Lakes Marine today on your way to Table Rock, just 15 minutes south of Nixa on Highway 160, your full-service boat and motor dealer.
Back at Jordan Valley Ice Park, Stan Melton Ice Arena. .118 to go, and Missouri State they trail by one. Empty net. Ice Bears win the draw. Shot up high by Raymer. It's to the point and out to center ice. Here's an empty net chance for Oberlag. He shoots, he scores. Oberlag with his second consecutive goal. It's an empty net. .18:51 at the time of the goal here in the third period.
It appears Griffin will return to the net.
So Illinois State has scored the last three goals after Missouri State took a 2-1 lead. And I believe they're tied in shots now. 1:03 to go. Less than a minute to go in this period, and the fans are starting to file out.
Now that empty net goal was the 31st.
By number 10, Mitchell Oberlag, assisted by number 18, Tony Campisi. Time of that goal at 18:51 of the third period, scored empty net by number 10, assisted by number 18.
You were saying, Scott?
That 31st shot was the empty net goal.
So shots 32-31 in favor of Missouri State. And that's why I mentioned it early on. You could tell the momentum shift a little bit. As Missouri State was not getting any shots, Illinois State was taking the chances. They were getting position and possession, and they were making it work. Puck is taken away and cleared, as you mentioned. Griffin is back in the net, but no icing. It's chased down by Graham. He was there to wave off the icing. 25 seconds to go. And puck is one-handed into the netting by Mastis. That should come outside the zone. .22.7 and off the draw. Ice Bears will have it. Flipped in off the stick of Booth. Sent all the way around. Up the middle, and Raymer tried to shovel it through. 8 seconds to go. Puck flipped to the corner. It's out 1 second, and that'll do it. Missouri State loses this game by a count of 4-2. Campisi got the first goal at 1:52 of the second period. Cagle at 18:56 on the power play made it 1-1. 16:42 of the second. Tricarico, his first. It's 2-2. Oberlag scored the next two. He is the only player to have multiple goal game at 15:03 of the third, and then on an empty net goal at 18:51 of the second goal of the game for him. 4-2 is the final score. Shots on goal final. Missouri State 32 shots put on Donovan and 31 put on Matt Griffin. Once again, we will have Division III action that is coming up. We will be probably on the air, I would say, at about 9:30-ish. The game, the way it's going to work, I believe, for D3 is they will have warm-ups and then go straight into the game. And 9:45 start. So 9:35 warm-ups. We'll be on the air about 9:30-ish or so in about another 17 minutes or so. So we hope you'll tune in for that. But once again, the final score in the opening game of the 23-24 season for Missouri State, the Ice Bears lose by a count of 4-2. For Scott Lutzke, for our graphics group, and for Amari Johnson, I'm Steve Casson. Good night.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.